Welcome all sports fans, YouTubers, Facebookers, all social media across the nation. Uneducated Network on YouTube presents Uneducated Sports Talk. I'm your host, Clayton. And before we get into it, if you haven't, please like and subscribe to Uneducated Network to where you see my show, Uneducated Sports Talk, and many other shows on our channel. We're more than just a YouTube channel, we are a way of life. That being said, let's talk All-Star break, All-Star weekend, which was a fabulous weekend in my opinion. Now, in the past, we've had problems, struggles with All-Star Weekend, whether it's the main event or whether it's the dunk contest, whether it's whatever you want to think about it. Now, we have, over the last 4 or 5 years, the NBA has kind of changed All-Star Weekend, adding more things like the skills challenge, changing up the rookies versus sophomores, making it more international now, a bigger flavor. I like that part as well. So they try to delve into trying to make it better, a better experience. Because guess what? A lot of people pay a lot of money for an all-star event, which doesn't even count for, it doesn't play into the regular season at all. So a lot of people pay a lot of money to see these guys perform. I'm hearing tickets like $1,000 just to watch an all-star event. So with that being said, the NBA has to put on a better show, and they've struggled. This year, they've kind of made strides a little bit. Let's talk from start to finish. The first day, we're not going to talk the celebrity stuff. We don't worry about that kind of stuff. But let's talk the rookie versus sophomore challenge, or what they call now the Rising Star Challenge. Basically, Team USA versus Team World. Team World comes from, different countries outside the United States, and then Team USA is obviously United States of America. But when you saw the people on each squad, you just said, oh my God, Team World is dominant. They're going to destroy everything. Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, just those guys. You keep forgetting that Ben Simmons is not from the USA. Ben Simmons is from Australia. Joel Embiid is from somewhere in Africa. You have also Darius Saric. He's not from the United States as well. I mean, they're so stacked. Bogdan Bogdanovic, and these guys were stacked for Team World. Team USA, Jaylen Brown, he pretty much was the guy, Darren Fox, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, all those Lakers. If Lonzo Ball was healthy, he would have been playing in this game as well. But the Lakers and the 76ers basically were representing both squads pretty much. That being said, Team World did dominate in big fashion. It was funny because, Vegas goes in with all kind of lines, and they even had a line for Team USA versus Team World, and they had Team World as a 6-point favorite. I'm like, good God, why even worry about that kind of stuff? But that's the world we live in. Anyways, Team USA wins 155 to 124 over Team World wins 155 to 124 over Team USA. And a back and forth. You knew in this game you're not going to see effort on defense, and we knew that. We want to see that kind of just a little bit of effort in the All-Star game. We want to see that. But for these guys, they're young. They just want to get their names out. They just want to do yada, 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 and dunking and all kind of crazy stuff. That's what they want to do, and they don't mind doing that stuff. So we knew we were going to see dunks, no defense. So you knew that. But it was a great game. It was great to see them showcase their skills. Everyone you could think of had a shot of doing something incredible in that game. So I enjoyed it for myself. I really loved it. Jaylen Brown, 35 points for Team USA. He came out balling 14 for 21. And then Bogdan Bogdanovic, the guard from the Kings, he won the MVP, 26 points and all. So it was a great game. I like to see the young guys. What are we going to see for the future? Because these are your future All-Stars. And yes, Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons should have been All-Stars this year, in my opinion. Especially Joel Embiid. I don't know. Joel Embiid was an All-Star. Excuse me. Ben Simmons should have been an All-Star. I just don't know what they were thinking with that. But he did put on a good performance for Team World. Next, it was the skills challenge, and Nets guard Spencer Dinwiddie, he won, and he's had a fabulous season this year. He's had a breakout season, and he's finally representing the guards, and the guards finally represent the champion over I think the 3 years they've done guards versus basically big men, small men versus big men. The small men finally come out on top. He defeated Lauri Markkanen. A lot of guys missed three-pointers like Al Horford and the company, but Joel Embiid, he was in it as well. Look, it's something that you love to see. It's not glamorous, but it's something that you love to see, and anyone can kind of win it. You know, a lot of luck goes your way. That's just something we're glad to see, and I'm glad that someone under the radar, like Spencer Dinwiddie, actually won it, and now kind of give something back to Brooklyn because they need all the love they can get. Um, so he wins the skills challenge. Then the main event, in everyone's opinion, over the last maybe 6, 7 years, has been the 3-point contest, but it fell flat, flat, flat this year. Thank goodness that Devin Booker went absolutely nuts in the final round. 28 points to be exact in the final round because there was a lot of brick shots. I mean, you had guys with a high of like 19 throughout the whole entire game. Like no one was in the 20-point mark. Everyone was bricking. You're like, oh my god! Like we had a great one probably 3 years ago, but of course you didn't have Steph. Curry in there. Yes, of course, Clay was in there, but no, when Steph's not in there and he's the best 3-point shooter in the game, it kind of feels a little flat, to be honest. But Devin Booker was a scary pick. I mean, a scary good pick to win it all. And sure enough, he won it all in dramatic fashion. 28 points is the most in any round in NBA All-Star 3-point shooting contest history. Ooh, say that 8 times in a row. You're going to die. But yes, Devin Booker wins the 3-point contest. And then the main event for the Saturday night was the dunk contest. Donovan Mitchell did beat Larry Nance Jr. It was a really good final round. I can tell you that right now. If Victor Oladipo would have hit his first one, he missed all his dunks in the first round. His first attempt, excuse me. And if he'd have made that first one, I mean, that dunk was beautiful. He just kept missing it, and he wasn't even looking when he was doing the old behind the back dunk. It was pretty, but if he'd have made that dunk, he probably would have been more into it. Then Victor Oladipo also gets the Black Panther hat, the costume, and he dunks it in with that, but missing his first attempt, so he kind of fell flat in there. Dennis Smith Jr. had a great showing. He's only like 5'2". Well, that's respect to Nate Robinson. He's not that small, but he had a great dunk in my opinion. But the judges did not see it. DJ Khaled was just being hard on everybody for no reason. And when everyone was giving 8s, he was giving 7s. Everybody giving 10s, he's giving 9s, etc., etc. But they made it very difficult. I thought Dennis Smith Jr. for his height and the dunks that he put out were incredible in my opinion. But he got no love as well. Larry Nance Jr. and Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell was the favorite going in my opinion. He was just, absurd, crazy dunks. He wins it all by doing the Vince Carter tribute, the basically 360 windmill kind of thing, and points to the sky and says, over with, it's over with. That's my problem, though. When you start to revert to the old school, that's what's the problem with the dunk contest now. We've pretty much seen it all from regular NBA players. Now, there's street ballers out there who can do incredible dunks, but they do that for a living. They practice that every day. NBA players don't do that. You don't have the time to practice that kind of stuff every single day to perfect it. So you're going to see the same dunks. And when you got to revert back to an old school dunk, because you saw that, Larry Nance Jr. Also did a dunk with his father when he played for Phoenix. He took the jersey off and put the Phoenix jersey on. He did all that. He didn't have the nice off the backboard, caught it off the backboard again, dunk, but it wasn't as powerful. You had to actually take a replay look to see it. It wasn't a spectacular dunk, but what he did to get it all there and dunk it, that was, it was neat. But besides that, we've seen it all, been there, done that. I don't know if they need to just stop it because, every now and then you'll get a good dunk contest over the last 4 or 5 years. We probably had 2. And this one just kind of fell flat. The crowd wasn't into it. And the players tried their hardest to get the crowds into it. And they just weren't biting in L.A. They're just too relaxed and chill out there getting all their money. So, but hey, respect to Donovan Mitchell, though. He went out there and did his thing. He beat Larry Nance. It was pretty much a tie, in my opinion. Larry Nance could have won that as well. Had some incredible dunks. But I guess because he's a big man, it doesn't resonate as much or, it doesn't look all that pretty because he's big, but to be a big man to do all that, hey, he's got skills, man. So Larry Nance is one. Watch out, Clayton got a good one. So, but Donovan Mitchell, he is the 2018 Slam Dunk champion. And then let's talk about the main event, the Sunday NBA All-Star Game, Team LeBron versus Team Steph. This right here, in my opinion, was the best NBA All-Star game I've seen in this decade. Um, it brought freshness. Anytime in this kind of event, an All-Star event, and you want to change it up, it always does something to make competition a whole lot better. All they did was just start picking players. Hey, instead of East versus West, I want you, I want you, and that kind of puts people in a position to where they want to perform. Because hey, I wasn't chosen first. Hey, I wasn't chosen fifth. Hey, I was chosen last, and people take that seriously. I think this format is going to stay for a long time. The only problem is, and we've heard it for the last 2 weeks now, it was not televised. The draft process, and I guarantee you guys 125% it will be televised next year. I promise you guys that, because Team LeBron versus Team Steph, it was a great game. Look, we're not asking for much. We know that you don't want to play that much defense or play that hard because you don't want to risk injury, and we understand that. But we also don't want to see what we saw last year when there was absolutely no defense at all. It was a layup drill, and people pay a lot of money to watch this. I'm not paying money to watch a layup drill. I'm sorry. To watch a dunk contest where there's no flashy dunks, it's just people dunking with two hands. I'm not trying to watch that, pay all that money to watch that. Oh, no, not me. So here we go. Team LeBron wins 148 to 145, and they actually had some defense. There were certain occasions, certain times in the game where they played decent defense. They actually played and had to run plays to get scores. I love that about this game. It brought a little tenacity. Hey, Team Steph was pretty much up the whole entire game. Team LeBron made a comeback somewhere in the third quarter. Team Steph got it back in the fourth. Team LeBron made another comeback in the actual fourth quarter to win the game, 148 to 145. Had a defensive stop to stop Steph Curry and company. But, hey, what a game. LeBron James is the MVP, almost getting a triple-double, 29 points. I want to say 10 assists, 8 rebounds, something like that. Almost had a triple-double. But, hey, that game was excellent. I loved it. Now, for the NBA All-Star game, if you want to give it a grade or a score, if you give it a grade, I give it an A+. If you want to give it a score, I give it a 10 out of 10, to be honest, the NBA All-Star game. Because you're not going to see a better one than that. You're not. Unless you pay guys a lot of money to play defense. But outside of that, you will not see that it was played just the way you wanted. You want it close in the fourth quarter to where the last 4 or 5 minutes they gotta play some decent defense, and they did that, and it was wonderful. And teams were excited, players were excited because now they feel like they got to do something extra because of the draft process going on. It'd be funny to see who are the two players representing the drafts next year. It might still be LeBron and Steph Curry. And we'll see the draft process, and I would love to see that, man. I'm pretty sure TNT's going to cover that down for sure. But with that being said, hey, the All-Star game, 10 out of 10, A+, whatever grade you want to give it. All-Star weekend, probably 7 out of 10. It was kind of a dull weekend, and Los Angeles has made it dull, to be honest with you. The city, it wasn't hyped up. They didn't hype anything up. Players had to hype shit up. Hype stuff up, you know what I'm saying? They had to do that. Excuse me, I just cuss. I don't like cussing on here. But I just did that. But NBA players, they had to hype it up themselves. But I enjoyed it. 7 out of 10 is not bad because last year it was probably a 4 out of 10. It was that bad. It was that bad. So that being said, you guys, leave a like and a comment down below. Tell me how do you feel about the NBA All-Star Weekend. Did you enjoy it? What did you like? What did you not like? I want your comments down below. My name is Clayton. This is Uneducated Sports Talk presented by Uneducated Network. And you know what time it is, sports fans. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace. Sorry for cussing.